Hello, everybody. Welcome. Gonna do one game of NBA quickly before we head on over to iRacing for the final race of the season, 20 race season, final race for the Chop Shop Mix It Up C2 Gaming Dirt Series. Sprint cars, 305 sprints at Knoxville. My best track with the sprint cars, so hopefully that says something tonight. I'm going to attempt to do it in VR. I'm going to try to get into the practice session early enough to practice a lot, see if I'm comfortable with it. If not, I'll back out, towards the end of the practice. I'll back out and get back into it without VR if I don't feel comfortable enough. But I'm going to start it in VR and see how it goes.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show, presented by Kia.
Hello, everybody. Glad you could join us here on 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson. Next to me, Kenny the Jet Smith and Dr. Shaquille O'Neal. Our game tonight featuring the Portland Trail Blazers as they go up against the Los Angeles Lakers at Staples Center. And for Los Angeles, the game tonight marks their second of 4 meetings they will play this season. And they come into this one feeling pretty good after winning the last time they met.
It's an all-Western Conference matchup in today's game as the Trailblazers come into town for this one. Thanks for joining us, everyone. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. We are nearly ready.
Well, the Trailblazers backcourt tandem of Damian Lillard and C.J. McCollum.
Some great prospects come from the smaller name schools, David. We'll see it all the time. Thank you. And as we move past the All-Star break, everyone is fighting for playoff position right now. Do you feel the top 8 teams from each conference getting into the playoffs is a fair number? Would you like to see fewer, more? What do you think?
I think 8's a good number. 16 teams being represented in the postseason for the NBA playoffs. It works out quite well.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. On the court for the Trailblazers, McCollum and Aminu are out on the perimeter. Plumlee out there with Myers-Leonard, and it's Lillard in at the 1 spot. And slam dunk.
Love whenever Ingram rises for the jam, just flushing it home in the face of the opposition.
Lillard from outside. Rebounded by the Lakers. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
And the way they attacked the basket in that game was unreal. I mean, after a while, the defenders seemed to just wave the white flag.
Yeah, the point's not hard to come by for them, that's for sure. I'd have surrendered too if I was trying to defend against that potent attack.
Williams for 3. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a 3-point attempt.
And for a guy with a slight frame, Lou Williams can be one of the most aggressive players in the NBA, especially when driving to the basket.
And Kevin, I call it, he's a professional scorer.
Yes.
He can get streaky hot from beyond the arc, so you have to stay up on him. He puts the ball on the deck and uses his quickness to get past you. You almost always have to foul him to prevent him from getting to the basket, and he shoots a high percentage from the line.
Well, if he's going to do that, I don't know what you do to defend him. McCollum with the floater, so smooth.
And it's Mason Plumlee with the foul. That's his first foul.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
And the Lakers with possession here. Plenty of daylight on that shot.
Oh, good open look, and he sprays it home from 3.
The Trailblazers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's Lillard. Plays it in without an inch of room around him. Lillard's got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, the years keep going on, and Lillard keeps getting better and more confident at finishing inside.
There's Russell with the three. Plumlee with the rebound. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. McCollum outside. Williams with the steal. And here we go. Here's Baines. He's covered by Leonard. Picked by Randall. Baines dishes to Randall. 5 to shoot. Ring shot on the way. Plumlee with the rebound.
Terrific defense. They definitely read the scouting report on this guy and could not have played him more perfectly there.
And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Festus Ezeli, he's checked in for Plumlee. Davis comes in for Leonard. Turner's checked in for Al-Farouq Aminu. And Crabbe subbed in for C.J. McCollum. Dishes it to Lillard. Fires for 3. Here's Davis. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And looking back at last season, here's a look at the 3-point and 2-point shot attempt averages for the Lakers.
And the long-range game, a staple for them offensively. It's clear they embrace the value of that extra point and spacing the floor, something they look to do every time they're on the court.
The Trailblazers shooting their first free throws of the game right now. No good on that one.
The last pick in the first round back in 2012, Ezeli has become a solid rotational player.
And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. Calderon has the open look. Wesley Smith with the assist that time.
Put that pass right on target. Way to get your teammates involved.
Lillard outside. Back to Crabbe. From 10 feet out. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
Yeah, that's a difficult shot in the face of a defender that towers over him.
Very aggressive move. Sometimes that'll get swatted, but sometimes you convert.
Back to Lillard. That shot off, and the Lakers take it the other way.
Yeah, it's one of those quarters where you're just incredibly frustrated that you did not impact it the way you wanted to. So nothing going right now.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Dang passes to Calderon. It's stolen by Davis.
Damn it.
And here is Crabbe. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game.
And for a player who's so prolific from beyond the arc, Crabbe has the length and some hops inside to beat
Really?
you.
And he banks in the layup. Crabbe's got 6.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
Well, if he was wearing a badge, it'd be one of courage. He rose up and actually took that shot.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance here, boys, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
I just think that from an intensity standpoint, their defense has really been the key. It's been the catalyst as they've been able to disrupt their opponent's offense.
Relentless ball pressure, jumping into the passing lanes. They're just forcing them into ridiculous mistakes.
We've got Dang. Russell is out there with Calderon. Then there's Gian Leon, and it's Mozgov in at the pivot, manning the middle. That's the Laker 5.
The two things I love about C.J. McCollum is his size and his pace of play. A great shooter with good range. He can handle the ball, so at times when you want Lillard off the ball, C.J. McCollum becomes your point guard. And I'll tell you what, at 6'4", he never plays panicked, whether he's at the 1 or the 2.
The 3, and the Trailblazers another 3.
I'm sure that's on the scouting report to not let him catch and shoot. With McCollum's marksmanship, that's easy money.
And when you talk about McCollum's 6'4" stature, the questions seem to arise for him.
You're just blocking
at the
every
defensive
shot
end of
now?
the floor.
Yeah, I don't know if he's undersized at 6'4" for a shooting guard, but he is a bit of a tweener and has that slight frame. But he has shown as much as he brings to the table offensively, he can use that acumen on defense and improve on that end of the floor.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, people forget Festus Ezeli was also a first-round pick of the Warriors a few years ago, but he was an academic prodigy growing up. He skipped kindergarten and the 5th and 6th grades. He had plans of becoming a doctor, but when he started playing basketball, he found himself behind the curve. He said, "Here I am as a 15-year-old kid, and I can't shoot a layup." But guys, he's brought that same work ethic from the classroom to the hardwood. He's improved year after year.
He is a presence, DA. Thanks. Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Randall's checked in for Mozgov. Ingram comes in for Luol Deng. And it's Williams in for Jose Calderon. McCollum kicks to Turner. Back to McCollum. That falls. Nice speed that time from Turner. McCollum's got the lead up to 7 now for Portland. Lakers have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Here's Russell with the 3. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3. We know the household names, LeBron, Curry, but for your money, who are some of the more underrated players in this NBA?
Well, one guy that I love to watch, especially when it comes down to the fourth quarter time, Kevin, is Kemba Walker in Charlotte. Over the past couple seasons, he's been one of the best clutch performers in the NBA. So if my league pass is on, I'm watching some Kemba Walker.
That's a good name. And Aminu kicks to Ezeli. Portland moving the ball around. Here's Leonard, and it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard. Larry Nance is checked in for the Lakers. Ish Smith comes in for D'Angelo Russell. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Portland. Damian Lillard comes in for Evan Turner. And again, the Lakers no good.
Shocking he blew that opportunity, guys. 9 times out of 10, that is an easy make.
Aminu, no one around him. They get it back. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Plumlee just a tough, hard-nosed player, willing to do the dirty work, especially on the boards.
Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Randall. And the Blazers going a bit younger, kind of revamping on the fly. Brent, do you like what they've done?
I really like what they've done, Kevin, and to me, Terry Stotts deserves a lot more credit for sticking with what he established offensively, even with one of the franchise's best players in LaMarcus Aldridge leaving, and the incredible three-point shooting they lost with Wesley Matthews. Terry Stotts stuck to the same offensive system, and I think they've reaped the benefits with Lillard and McCollum.
Lakers trail by 9. Smith for 3. C.J. McCollum with the rebound. Trailblazers have gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Portland shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. And the first one at the line is good.
And this has been an area of great improvement for him. McCollum shot under 70% at the line in each of his first 2 seasons, but really picked up his pace since then.
It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Calderon for 3. Oh, he hits it! How about that shot? Incredible!
Very important triple there at the buzzer. That halftime deficit looks a lot more manageable when it's in single digits.
And so we wrap up the first half. Trailblazers out in front. They're up by 7. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you've enjoyed. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They never dug too deep a hole for themselves in the first period. The most they trailed by was 5. They gathered some serious momentum in the second quarter, and as well as they played, it's a little bit of a surprise that their lead isn't more than 7 points here at the half. Shaq, how do you think the Trailblazers were playing?
And simple.
That, sadly, wraps up the halftime show. The third quarter set to begin in just a few. We'll see you right here, though, after the game, so you have that to look forward to.
Kenny had so much more to say. All right, the second half beginning in just a moment. C.J. McCollum really making a difference here.
And his play in that first half, how about the discipline to go along with the efficiency, guys? His shot selection was just perfect.
Might also look at the coach and his game plan in terms of trying to find those good looks. They'll be looking to do the same here down the stretch.
On the floor for Portland, Lillard and McCollum, the explosive backcourt pair. Al-Farouq Aminu is out there with Myers Leonard, and it's Plumlee in at the 5. Plumlee with the steal. Lillard dishes to Leonard, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got 5 assists in the game. And Mason Plumlee, 6'11", very athletic, but despite that, he's not a big-time rim protector.
Seriously?
No, but he is very mobile, and if he can get his body in front of guys who are attacking the rim, he can certainly be a disturbance in there. You ask the scouts, he's improved quite a bit defensively over the past couple seasons.
On the inbound, and so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And for a guy who isn't a great jump shooter, Aminu has been very solid at the line, really, for most of his career.
That one misses. And you look at Al-Farouq Aminu, Brent, top 10 defender at small forward. He's got ideal size and reach for that position.
Well, it starts with a defensive mentality, and that's something hard to coach guys up with. He studied film of greats like Scottie Pippen and perimeter defenders like Bruce Bowen, and learning some of those tricks. And as good as he is on the ball, he can be sometimes even better off the ball, reading passing lanes and coming up with steals.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
The Trailblazers have had an off night from the stripe tonight. Russell from long range. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Aggressive and incredibly quick end-to-end. Lillard is always a threat on the fast break.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. They traveled to Portland last time they faced the Trailblazers and came away with the win.
Their last game against this squad, they won out thanks to some big contributions from the bench.
Yeah, a few of their reserves got some decent minutes that night, and they took the opportunity and ran with it. A lot of scoring coming off the pine in that win.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Osgood stepped in. Leonard gets it to go.
So much talk about the game slowing down for the game's best players. Lillard composes himself, scans the court, and delivers the strike.
Russell from long range. And again, the Lakers no
Can
good.
you, like, shoot better? Jesus Christ.
Outside Turner, and a wide open look for McCollum. No good with the triple.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Williams. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. The Brent U1 titles in San Antonio. They led the way, but it seems like nowadays smaller market teams are becoming just as competitive as the ones in big cities.
Well, I think for guys, they understand watching these small market teams over the course of the last 10, even 15 years, seeing the success that the teams are having, not only on the floor winning championships, but individually where these players show up. They're showing up in commercials. They've got their shoe deals. So the idea of the mass market has gone away. You can have the same kind of exposure, Kevin, as long as you're on one of those 30 NBA teams. They're going to find you.
So much is on TV. You talked about this before. So much is online. Every game is seen. Every player is talked about.
Yeah, there's no way that you can hide from that kind of exposure. So guys who are looking at teams in the future of where it is that they like to play the game, big cities really aren't mattering as much to them anymore.
Allen Crabbe, he's checked in for McCollum. Three-pointer, Lillard. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Lillard's got 7.
And that's what Lillard's going to bring to this offense. Sharp shooting from anywhere on the floor, especially from deep.
Randall no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Lillard, the pass to Ezeli. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got his 7th assist in the game. In the corner, it's Ingram. From beyond the arc, nailed from three-point land. Ingram's got his 2nd basket.
Not much else the D can do besides get a hand up. I mean, Ingram is just one of those guys who makes contested shots consistently.
46 seconds left in the third. That one's in there. The Trailblazer lead is cut down to 11 on the bucket from Randall. And Lillard kicks to Ezeli. Back to Lillard from the baseline. And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
The Lakers have been good at the line so far, 5 of 5.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
First free throw is good. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Mozgov. Nance comes in for Randall. Luol Deng is checked in for Ingram. And it's Ish Smith in for Lou Williams. And a switch here also for Portland.
Oh my God, we finally
Aminu's checked in. And Davis puts it in.
And they are earning points with the jump shot now.
Smith for 3. Portland grabs the miss. Ezeli's got his third rebound on the night. Here's Turner. Got it off in time, but Terry Stotts had some advice for his team.
Hey, good rhythm, good rhythm.
And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story of this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. Here's Lillard. Calderon is out there with Smith. Then there's Larry Nance. Then it's Aaron Baines. And it's Deng in at small forward. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Smith kicks to Nance.
You fucking
it's stolen
kidding
by
me?
Davis.
Every time we get a
13 feet
fucking
away.
turnover, finally.
Rebound the Lakers. Calderon with it. This one for 3. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got his third rebound on the night. Aminu against Deng. Davis sets a screen. And the foul on Larry Nance Jr. That is his first foul of the game. And the Lakers making a change here. He's checked in. Myers Leonard, he's checked in for Portland. Lillard dishes to Plumlee. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Yeah, no more can we talk about underrated jumping ability from the Plumlees. Suddenly he's up and attacking the rim.
They grab their own miss. Drops in the layup for 2.
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
And it's a result of the defense not doing its job in the low post, boxing out and preventing second chance points.
Now McCollum. The 3 ball. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
And I think a coach might have talked to his defense about making the adjustment on him, but right now, he's just lighting him up.
Timeout called the Lakers. You played for, what was it, 6 different teams over your terrific career. We're seeing less and less players remain on the same team for their entire career. Do you think that's a good thing or a bad thing for the game of basketball?
I think it's a thing that just can't be avoided nowadays with the way the contracts and free agency are set up and the way the teams like to maneuver around. One of the things, Kevin, I think that's taken effect is a quick trigger from a lot of the younger owners that the NBA has where they don't have immediate success. They're not willing to go the patient route and wait for guys to develop, wait for guys to see their talent and come to fruition with the team that they're with. And so you'll continue to see plenty of player movement as the league moves on.
And here's Leonard from 3. Drills it from outside.
It's been a progression. Over the first couple seasons, less than 10% of Leonard's shots were from behind the arc. Now that number is creeping up to 40 or 50%.
Williams for 3. Good on the 3-point shot.
Looks like he took that last 3 a little personal.
Well, it's small battles within the bigger war that often determine how much success one can have.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be
Is it
on
like
Smith.
impossible to try to steal it
That's
now?
foul number 2 for him. .153 left in the fourth quarter.
Twice they did that!
And really, I like the fact that even with the big lead, they never coasted.
And that's part of good coaching. The last thing you want to do is have total control of the game and give some back at the end.
Portland leading by 18. To the middle. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. Timeout called the Lakers. They trail by 20. 1:35 left in the fourth quarter of this one for the Trailblazers. Ed Davis is checked in for Leonard. Turner comes in for Al-Farouq Aminu. And it's Pat Connaughton in for McCollum. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. The Trailblazers have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Trailblazers.
Their superior ball handling won it for them.
And fewer turnovers equals greater scoring opportunities. Any coach will tell you that. If you take care of the ball every possession, and this is a perfect example of what happens when you do.
And now on the year, this will take them to 28 wins.
And they're able to even the score of this series at a game apiece. Still, 2 more to go in the season series. A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Damian Lillard.
What a great teammate tonight with all of those assists. Such an unselfish player and always looking to be the creator and making one phenomenal pass after another.
Count that bucket.
And they've just done a great job of keeping this crowd out of the game. And we're getting closer to victory. The crowd's getting quieter.
And that's the thing. When you go on the road, 2 things can happen. Either the environment can affect you, or you can affect the environment. They chose the latter.
Here's Plumlee. It's good for the 7th time this game. He has shot 7. He has made 7.
And they're not finished just yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
That's the rub. They're leaving nothing to chance here, putting all their energy into this closeout.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
And as they continue to just dominate this game, you have to wonder, how much can they win by?
1 through 12, it's been a total team effort. Guys giving their all on both ends of the floor, and you can see that reflected on that scoreboard.
That free throw missing.
All right.
At the line for 2.
And the second free throw, good. Here's Lillard.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Now we got 1 steal this entire game.
Shooting for Portland, Damian Lillard. At the line for 2.
First one falls for him.
The 6th pick in the 2012 draft from a small school, no less. It just doesn't matter. Lillard came in and won the Rookie of the Year.
And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that about wraps it up. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. And time now to head over to Ernie Johnson for the 2K postgame show.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie, Mason Plumlee. And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. For Kenny Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, for Kevin Harlan, and for the entire 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. I hope you have a wonderful, even beyond wonderful, a spectacular, just great. I mean, see you.
Good night.
Final race of the season is dirt. Race number 20 of 20. One of the dirt